Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Haywire Homestead. So I want to talk a little bit about being resourceful. We are really lucky because we have a neighbor a couple houses down that runs a construction business where he does handicap accessibility for people. So he's building ramps, putting in stair lifts, all kinds of things like that. Well, a bonus of that is that you get a lot of skids and you get a lot of lumber. So he has scrap lumber. We actually, even one time, we got a half a load of gravel for absolutely nothing. So we are very blessed. I wanted to talk about, it's really good to be resourceful and hunt in your local area and work with people in your community to where their waste can be something you can absolutely use. And I'm going to show you here some of the things that I got from him today. And I started unloading before I thought of doing a video, but perfectly good pressure treated lumber, nothing wrong with it. Even got a deck spindle. It's a little warped, but I can still use it. Skids. There are 3 skids. There's one regular size. This one right here is a really long one. All the way on the bottom, and I'm excited about this one, is a huge 4x8 foot skid that has 3 pressure treated 4x4s on the bottom, and then it has 3/4 inch plywood. So I'm actually going to use that to build almost like a bridge for the goats to have something to play on. So it'll be up off the ground, making tap dance all of it to their heart's content. He also had some old pieces to a play set. This is going to make a great roost for chickens, and all of this wonderful stuff cost me nothing. How about that? Can't pass up free. Absolutely not. We've gotten the lumber from him in the past that's worked out really well. I've gotten skids. I got a skid similar to the one on the bottom that I was able to use as the raised part of the goat shed. So that, and actually we got quite a bit of lumber to build the framing for the goat shed, and it didn't cost us anything. We still had to buy metal and those type of things, but probably about 80% of the lumber that we used on building the frame for the goat shed was absolutely free, because we talked with our neighbor. He brings it home, he throws it in a pile off to the side, and we're allowed to go through it anytime we want. It helps him out by getting rid of it. He doesn't have to worry about throwing it in a dumpster or burning it or doing any of those things, and it is put to good use. So I guess the real key to being resourceful is don't be afraid to look things up. Don't be afraid to check on the Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Drive around in your area. Pay attention to what days the trash might run. A lot of times you can actually do some garbage picking. I know a couple people have got some really good stuff. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. My neighbor down the road, the same one that I get the free lumber from, he picked up 2 really nice bench gliders. They were or 2-seater gliders. Nothing wrong with them. They needed cleaned. No, I mean, they weren't rusty. The boards were all still good. We sprayed them down and cleaned them and scrubbed them, and now they look amazing. Absolutely nothing. And I don't know what those retail for brand new, but I mean, come on. There was nothing wrong with them, and I can use them for quite a few years now, and it sits on my porch, and it's great for when we have company come over. You know, check with your local power company. A lot of times you can get the telephone poles and they will cut them into manageable sections for you to be able to use those as free fence posts. That's another good one. My parents actually did that and got quite a few fence posts for absolutely nothing other than hauling them off. Garage sales, the end of garage sales, if there's anything left over, a lot of times people will make you a really good deal, or they will give it to you because they just want it gone. So just some of the things that, you know, I say think about, just so that way you can, you know, repurpose and reuse. For one, you're recycling and repurposing, reusing, repeating that again and again and again. And, you know, you're saving a ton of money. And let's face it, homesteading's not cheap. Just getting your infrastructure built is can be very costly. You know, and that's in addition to the cost for the animals and as well as their feed and that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to put that tidbit out there. Y'all have a good one.